Yo, what's good? It's your boy Young 2 times.
It's your boy X, man.
Yeah, man. Today, Jada Pinkett in the news, man. Been doing a lot of crazy. Yeah, man. Today, we're going to be talking about how she been separated from Will. What's her name? Tupac proposed to her in prison. We're about to get into all that. Before we get into the video, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share, make sure y'all subscribe, man. Let's get into it. Alright, so let's start off with this one.
There are different stages in my marriage where Will and I decided we were not together. Where we didn't tell the public, right? Where I was actually thinking about divorcing, separating. I mean, there have been several of those, right? And where we've gone and lived our separate lives. So I think within that is where people might have thought that, oh, they must be having an open relationship. And we just didn't want people to know the dynamic of what was happening between us. There are different.
It's so funny to me, right? Because when I seen this shit on the thing, I reacted to it on TikTok or whatever.
I kind of feel for them now that I'm thinking about it.
We reacted to it on TikTok or whatever. And some girl was like, yo, it's none of people's business what they say, right? Because I'm like, open relationships sound better than this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, alright, yeah, it's nobody's business, but now she's bringing it up, so now it's everybody's business. And the open relationship sounds way less crazier than this situation.
Why you
like,
say that?
Huh?
Why you say that?
What you mean?
Why you say that's crazy?
Nigga, an open relationship would just be you being with your, like, you almost gotta lie to the bitches that you fucking or the niggas that you fucking and tell them that you in an open relationship rather than you just separated from your shorty but you not getting divorced. That sounds even wilder. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, an open relationship sounds more reasonable than what they do. It's like, nigga, you about to do that, you might as well just get divorced. Cause like, Pink, when they go live
they must have something with divorce though.
When they go live at separate houses, who's paying for this shit?
I mean, they both got money.
But who's paying for this shit? Probably this Will. If I'm paying for this shit and we live in separate houses and you sleeping with other niggas on some shit and we ain't even on no open relationship, we might as well just get divorced. Cause it don't make fucking sense. Like,
divorce is
shit, but if you still taking care of somebody, and now niggas not. But what I'm saying is that, bro, because the reason I said it looks crazy when the shorty was like, "Yo, it's nobody's business." Mm-hmm. It's like, but yo, these are things that y'all could have cleared up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas had people thinking y'all in open relationships when she was fucking with August Alsina, right? Had niggas thinking they was an open relationship. Hold on, they let niggas think they was an open relationship.
That exposed that though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, niggas came on, talked about it, right? And then it clear up and be like, yeah, we were separated at the time. Could have just said that. Nobody would give a fuck. Like, if niggas was like, yo, we wasn't.
Fuck, cause it's dumb though.
But if you be like, you separated, most people be like, oh, they was going through issues, and that makes sense. But they made it seem like he was just a friend that came over the house and just snuck his way into some pussy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just was
snuck his way into some pussy.
Like, he was like Jada Smith's friend, and he just finessed his way into some coochie. Right?
Yeah.
But what you about to say?
No, that's all I was gonna say is, like, you gotta think now that some of the stuff's out in the open now. I still don't understand why they being so open. Well, she's being so open. Mm-hmm. To me, it feels like a big part of the open. I think what they envisioned the openness was that they were just going to be open about how they feel about this and that and this different topic and this different topic. And here come whole ass August with the information that we did not need to know.
Yeah.
That, like, let's keep it 1,000. That was some bitch shit to do. Like, you smashed one of the joints that everybody as a youngin' wanted to smash. It was Jada Pinkett. Everybody as a youngin' wanted to smash that. You did your thing. And then you just expose it to the world. That's some whole ass shit to do.
Yeah,
I think.
But I mean, yeah, definitely some weird shit to do.
But I think what it so him doing that forced their hand.
But they didn't have
because
to
they were
it.
this open, like.
But
open
they still didn't have
public.
to address it because now niggas would have.
No, they didn't have to address. They didn't have to say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was because they were presenting themselves as this open entity in terms of like, we're open about this and that and da da da.
Mm-hmm.
We also have to be open about what August said.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when she did the little interview with Will, you could see it on that man's face. He didn't want to be there.
I think like people,
right, you fucking niggas, I'm fucking bitches.
Like people took it as like, yo, he's hurt, like he's real hurt. I'm looking at it like he looks like he don't give a fuck. He look like he probably just trying to go to sleep.
That's what I think too.
Yeah.
I think he was upset that he even had to be there.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what it was too is like he kind of just started realizing. I think we'll get to the Chris Rock part of it, right?
Mm.
But I think he was mad that he even had to answer that question at all about Jada being with another man.
Mm-hmm.
Because he probably sitting there like,
I don't give a fuck.
You know fuck. But he also kind of like, my bitches ain't out here talking.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like cause let's keep it a thou wow. Like we know Will Smith got hoes.
Yeah.
Some way.
Yeah.
He ain't just sitting there.
Not fucking.
Fucking no hoes. So he not a victim per se.
Mm-hmm.
I just think.
Or did he claim to be a victim?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I just think the way it's kind of been put on Jada, I kind of like her speaking, like recently, kind of made me feel for her a little bit more because I'm kind of just like, damn, like I feel like they kind of feel like they just have to speak about. I think mostly her.
Mm-hmm.
She just feels like she has to speak about this stuff when it's like, bro, you fucking Jada, bro. Like you ain't gotta say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And people just gonna speculate anyway.
So what do you think about them doing their own shit while still staying married?
That's their decision. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I don't know if I would do
saying
it.
decision. I'm just saying, what do you think about it? Like, obviously,
bro, I think it's crazy because 7 years separated.
It's like, yeah, it's just weird. It's like
that's
a
what
weird.
I said at the beginning. I was like, yo, it seemed like they just have a thing with divorce because you're damn near divorced. If you're 7 years separated, you only live in the same home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of like weird, and it's kind of like.
It's the paperwork. Niggas ain't trying to send that paperwork.
And it's kind of like, it's the thing that I find that's even weirder is like, although I would probably be somebody that don't believe in like divorce type shit. Mm-hmm. What is so bad that y'all can't reconcile what y'all got going on? Because I feel like if y'all been separated since 2016, y'all not getting back to where y'all once was because y'all obviously don't like that.
Something happened in between where you can never get back.
There's some like because if you go that long without being like 7 years, that's like a whole nother relationship. That's a long ass time to just not be talking to somebody that you was once in love with.
I'm sure that they talk, but I think it's just you think they still probably TMI, but you think they still do they thing sometimes with each other?
Shit, probably not. They probably do it probably like every now and then. They probably not that interested in it together because if you was, I feel like there would be some connection that would bring you back to, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, maybe, yeah.
Because I feel like you start having sex with your partner that you're married to, then y'all start coming over more, y'all start hanging out more, then that shit kind of rekindle the shit.
But maybe, and it's going to sound crazy to say, right? Maybe they kind of looking at the whole divorce thing and they're kind of like, even though we ain't rocking, we still made a commitment to be life partners. Maybe that, in a weird way, they're still committing to that, even though they're not committed to each other.
That's stupid as fuck. Like, as a nigga that don't believe in divorce, I think that
I don't believe in divorce either.
But I think that's fucking stupid as fuck. This trying to just walks us through a timeline of when they got married and till now, I believe. So we gonna watch this. Ain't nothing to really react to, but just see, the decline. That was cute. That was cute. Now we're gonna talk about what's this shit?
She was on all the Smokies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, in a long time. What is going on right now?
Oh, this is the Chris Rock. This is the Chris Rock one. So basically, she was saying that she was kind of shocked that Chris Rock, what's it called? That he slapped Chris Rock. She thought it was a skit. Which now, when you give the context of that they haven't been dating for like 6 years, maybe he was like, she probably was shocked, thrown off by that. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. Because even though they making public appearances together,
and then that's
You haven't called each other husband and wife in a long time. What is going on right now? Wife's name out of your mouth. Chris looks to me and he says, Jada, I meant no harm. Will's still talking. He's like, because now he's mad because Chris is talking to me. And I go, Chris, this is about some old Look what Jada made him do. Poor Will. That's what the narrative became. Old Tris' wife, who forced him to go to the table and sit there. Now look at what she's done. She has the power with an eye roll to make him go up and slap somebody on stage.
That's what niggas thinking of. Like putting the button in the back.
yeah.
I mean, I still feel like that was kind of like because I feel like if I wasn't dating somebody for like 6-7 years, I don't give a fuck. But you could see that she was thrown off by that, so in a way he still was trying to defend her, although he's not, you know what I'm saying? Which is a tough thing because it's kind of like a commendable thing to do. Because some niggas like, I ain't really fucking with this bitch right now, so I'm gonna just keep it chill, right? You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, I think it was just a mix of so much shit though. Mm-hmm. It was just like a combination of all the things. It could have been the August thing, and it might not even have been August. He probably knew about August, right? Mm-hmm. It probably was just our reaction bothered him, right? Like the public's reaction to August.
I don't even think it got nothing to do with August.
But I'm saying maybe that played like a little part in the back of his mind. Mm-hmm. So another clip, Chris Rock tried to ask out Jada back in the day. Mm-hmm. Chris Rock was trashing the Smiths at an award show after that. Mm-hmm. Then he makes a joke. Mm-hmm. They've been separated. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Like it's just a constant thing, and it just blew up in the worst possible moment.
Well, yeah. And then we're gonna get into this whole thing. This is when I was like, man, she should probably stop talking. This is about Tupac and her relationship.
I talk about this in the book when I go to see him in Rikers. When I wrote about that in the book, and when I had to talk about it, speak my words for the audible version of the book. That was probably one of the more painful parts. Seeing him there, the condition that he was in, and having to leave him there. And he was in bad shape. And so when he asked me to get married, he was at Rikers. And I knew at that time that he needed somebody to do time with him, which I was going to do anyway. And you had to marry me to do time, right? I'm here.
I see why we love you.
And then he needed a rock. He needed, because of our friendship and because of everything we had been through together, he just wanted to feel that solidified foundation. You know, because I promise you, he would have married me and divorced me as soon as his ass left jail. Yeah.
Right.
I'll be real with it.
Right. Because so many people in that position don't have support.
Right.
None at all.
None. You know.
And got the best.
Right. He was just like, look. And I just think it was the mind state that he was in. You know, he wrote me this long letter. And I think even before Pac went to jail, he was starting to trend. He was starting to shift in a certain manner.
Good or bad?
Good. Really good. And I think that for him, he just felt like, okay, if I can tether myself, it'll keep me on.
But
What's up, y'all? What's going through your mind, man?
she called him. This ain't really going to it, but she called him her soulmate, right? And that's a wild thing to say, knowing how the media spin shit. Cause she said her soulmate, but they weren't romantic, right? But when people hear like that's your soulmate,
You think relationship?
You
like,
think
physical
like
relationship.
yeah, maybe because I wouldn't be like that's like niggas saying like, yo, you my soulmate, yo, no homo. But we don't have like if I was like, yo, X is my soulmate, nigga, but we don't got a sexual relationship, niggas gonna be like, this is kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we get that niggas click, but it's just odd thing to say, right? So I feel like I don't know. I feel like now it's getting to the point where it's like I kind of want to read the book because she just going crazy about it, but I don't know if this is the best way to promote something. You know what I'm saying?
The thing about I'm realizing nowadays with books though is like people kind of take excerpts that are the most like you know noteworthy, and then it just gets played everywhere. And then they obviously she's talking about it, so that's gonna get more play. So now I'm thinking, I mean obviously she had this idea of the book. Cause remember she kept talking about Tupac on her Instagram.
No, I don't even follow her on Instagram.
I mean that's what all these motherfuckers get posted. Oh, she keep posting Tupac. She loved Tupac more than her husband.
Oh yeah. I remember
Stuff
that.
like that. So now I'm kind of thinking, I'm like, oh, this is probably all strategic anyway to help her promote. Because obviously Tupac's is and always will be like this big figure in hip hop and in the world. Yeah. So people are gonna want to know things about your relationship with him, and here she is, kind of providing it. You know what I'm saying? But damn, we have gained a new perspective on Jada. You know what I'm saying? We find out some things. And I think this is a lesson for everybody, including ourselves. Things are not always as they seem.
Word. So yeah, man, let us know what y'all think about it. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share, make sure y'all subscribe, man. We out of here.